I'm Matt Kadnar from the Nebo Well team. I don't think it's terribly controversial to say that the question of whether or not there's a bubble in AI stocks is probably the most debated, and I would also argue the most important investment issue that we face today. But I don't want to litigate that particular issue right now. I want to talk about some behavioral tools that we have in dealing with a bubble. And when you have a bubble, that creates what I think is greater uncertainty than you would see during normal times. And so, therefore, your decision making process in light of that bubble becomes more important because of the potential ramifications of your decision making. When I started at GMO way back in the day, we would get in a room and we'd talk about, all right, should we sell 10 points of equities? The stock market's expensive, we're facing a bubble, what have you. And Jeremy Grantham, our founder, would always ask, okay, the proposal is to sell 10 points of equities. What's our regret minimization position? And what regret minimization is, it's the position or weight in the portfolio that best balances the pain of owning too much of an asset that goes down against the pain of owning too little of an asset that goes up, given the fact that the future outcomes are obviously uncertain. The way I think about it is it's the weight in the portfolio that doesn't leave me feeling like a complete moron if the asset goes up and I own too little, or conversely, it leaves me not feeling like an absolute fool if the asset goes down and I own too much. Now, we are all behavioral creatures. We are not the rational automatons that academic finance would have you believe. So, regret minimization helps you deal with the emotional and I would also argue economic cost of not choosing the optimal action. And of course, the optimal action is something you're only going to know in hindsight. And so, from a portfolio perspective, regret minimization, our understanding that helps you with the robustness of your decision making process by addressing things like FOMO, risk aversion, career risk, other behavioral issues like framing, present bias, nudges. So knowing the regret minimization positions helps you frame your decision making better by helping with the fact that we're, what my friend James Montier likes to talk about. He says we're poor emotional time travelers. So you don't always need to just knowing that regret minimization position doesn't mean that you have to follow it, but I think it can be helpful in your portfolio management toolkit as you analyze uncertain situations. And I think it also has applications not just in portfolio management, but also in decision making as you kind of enter into other different facets of your life. So my next post, I'm going to come back and talk about regret minimization specifically in the context of the bubble